I'm very grateful, exceptionally grateful, for the BBVA prize for its generosity, for its prestige, for being included in an international group to receive the prize. It is global, therefore, but the feature of it that I feel warmest about is that it is for the increase of knowledge. We haven't really heard that kind of emphasis for, I guess, a couple of centuries. And that makes a lot of sense, because the 21st century is going to be a century, already is becoming, a century of synthesis. The 20th century, especially as we saw in particle physics and in molecular and cell biology, emphasized heavily the parts of systems, the processes in them, the pieces that go to make up systems, whether it's a molecule, organism, or an ecosystem. The 21st century is rapidly shifting to the next phase. It's not giving up reductionism of that 20th century kind, but it's rapidly shifting to putting it all together, to getting a real solid understanding by showing how these systems work, taking what we know of all the parts. And that's where we are, for example, in a large part of biology at the present time, is learning how to put together a cell, learning how to put together an organism, and learning how ecosystems work. We need that kind of synthetic knowledge more and more for medicine, for biotechnology, and then, of course, for ecology and for learning how to sustainably manage the environment we live in. So, if I've added enough knowledge to deserve the BBVA prize for synthesis, I'm especially proud of that. Thank you. The genius of the human species is that we absorb knowledge, new knowledge, like a sponge. We accumulate it and we put it to the best use for our own survival and quality of life possible. Of course, that knowledge has often been viewed to turn against ourselves and the harmony we need to have as a species. But I think that as we go through the 21st century, we're going to learn enough, we're going to get smart enough to put the knowledge together in a way that we can acquire harmony and that we can make the most sustainably of the resources we have on this planet. And for that reason, I'm going to take a great leap of faith and say, I personally believe that with a bit of more wisdom, with really being concerned about the long term instead of just the short term, that the 22nd century, the next one coming up, can be a paradise for humanity. Now, do you, Mr. Darwin, do you think that my ideas are correct and consistent with what you used to think? Oh, that's a great relief.